Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Your Secret Nation. I just wanted to come back on again real quick because to kind of piggyback off my last video because my last video was a little long. Try to keep this short and sweet for y'all to come on here. Um, but hope you guys are doing well. You know, um, wanted to come on and throw some more scriptures at you guys and continue to just talk about the Bible, man, and get you guys some messages here. Um, but this one ain't gonna be too long. I just wanted to kind of continue on what I was saying in the last video about, in Exodus and the Sabbath and what God says is. Um, a lot of times, for instance, uh, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. So let's get started, man. So, because these are the last days, man, and we gotta continue to just grind and be with God, man, because the stuff is getting rough, man. They got doing all this weather modification shit and all this other kind of crap, and see, we gotta get rid of it. You gotta throw that tinfoil hat shit out, man. You know, those people that are doing that, oh man, those people that are doing that, man, are lost, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They're lost. They're lost, man. You gotta do your homework and research, man, and see, because if not, and it's just being honest, man. I take a lot of inspiration from the guy I watch, where I get my news from. See all these fucking news broadcast media stations. They not to inform you, man. They are not to inform you. Okay, they're not to inform you. That's what a lot of people got the mistake of. Any of these broadcast stations, CNN, Fox, all this, they're not to inform you, man. They are not to inform you. They are to literally. It's a dude. That's some brainwashing stuff, man. They don't even give you the information. They don't tell you everything that you need to know. Do not put all your stock in that. Don't even pay attention to that. Okay. We're not gonna even bring up the fake news stuff because they don't even Trump don't even fucking use that term right. People don't even know what the hell fake news is. It's not fake. It's more like not telling you everything news. Okay? Because there's bits of truth in there, but they don't fucking tell you everything. Okay? They leave out important details. You can't say it's fake news. See, the minute you tell somebody, "Oh, it's fake news," they laugh and stuff like that because these people see that the news reports their local soccer game and say, "Well, how is the news fake when I was at that soccer game that they reported on or something that's local?" Okay? That's not fake news. They do some stories, they tell you some things, but I'm talking about the big global stuff. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, they have used these broadcast stations with fucking COVID. How do you know? How do you think that everybody knew about COVID? Oh man, well, it's probably gonna get censored now. I didn't said the C word. I mean, this is so stupid, man. But you know what I mean, okay? Um, I gotta be careful with that, man, because I had made a video in the past. It was a lot of good information, and they straight up censored the video, man. So I didn't like that. I mean, see, man, even with these, like, dude, I don't, even people that build their businesses, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. People that got platforms and channels on here, they're not really their businesses. They still get fucking controlled by this platform. They can't even speak their mind. They can't even be. They gotta sit here and dance around in PDF files and unaliving. I mean, what the fuck is going on with that? Every single time I gotta sit here and say, "Is the video made for kids?" Whatever, dude. Well, if I be honest with you, kids need to be knowing what's going on right now because they need. You got to be careful. The kids are the devil's target right now. I just mentioned in the video, in the previous video here, or a couple of videos ago, about how kids are learning how to read and kids are learning how to read and write, or I'm sorry, they're learning how to use the smartphone before they read and write. Okay, and that is ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. I had to shut the phone off again, man. I can't do that with that phone on too long. Um, I was gonna share some Bible scripture and stuff, man. But see, you know, I'm telling you, man, we got to be careful in this day, man. A lot of times people, they think you crazy and all of this. See, they want to reverse all of this stuff on us. They want to reverse all of this thing and make us look like out to be the bad guy. I said it in the one video. This matrix is designed. Lucifer has designed this matrix to make God's people look stupid. Okay, literally, that's the most simplest way to. That's the most simplest way I could put it. This Luciferian matrix is literally designed for people of God to look stupid when they're trying to explain and expose stuff. This is an attempt to anyway. Okay, and we see it all on a daily basis, man, with the tinfoil hat stuff. I get it, man. There's some stuff that's fucking ridiculous. Like I seen the dude talking about the moon, a hologram, and all this, and the Illuminati steel, and okay. See, there's stupid shit like that you gotta. You see, this is why you gotta have discernment. Okay, come on, man. There's certain things that they do this. You know why he said that the fucking they bring up this moon as a hologram stuff and all of that because they want to make the idea that they want to see people are questioning the moon landing and know that we didn't land on that we didn't go to the moon. So then they want to make that top. What it is just a strategy. They come up with all this extravagant, stupid stuff to make one topic look stupid, so they don't touch on that one topic, such as the moon is a hologram, and it just gets jumbled all up in the conspiracy theories. When in reality, I mean, the moon, the fake moon landing is actually really plausible, man. You look at it, the stuff ain't adding up. But see, then they want to make that topic and make people who want to question that look stupid because then they say, "Oh, the moon is a hologram," and all of this. I mean, come on, man. No, 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 no. The moon is not a fucking hologram, dude. I don't know where they get this stuff. All of this stuff I'm talking about is from the Taco Bell commercial. Dude's talking about the steel, the fucking forks is made out of Illuminati steel and all that. What the hell is Illuminati steel? I mean, what the fuck? See, man, dude, this is stupid, man. See, this is why we got to be careful with this stuff. They make all of this stuff looks. I mean, and even when you want to, you want to talk about the Illuminati, when that's a branch off of something that's along the lines of with Freemasonry. Okay, these are secret societies, man. And our president in the 60s, John F. Kennedy, literally said the idea of a secret society is repugnant. Or I'm sorry, uh, in a free and open. Essentially, it's not a direct quote, man, because you go look up the direct quote, but this is what he said around what he said. Okay, he said the idea of secret societies is repugnant when we're supposed to be living in a free and open society. This is supposed to be America. It's supposed to be upfront and straightforward to people. Why is it being secretive? What is all of this bullshit? Okay. Something's not adding up, man. You see, people don't understand. People brush off Freemasonry and stuff like that because they don't care, man. People are all wrapped up in their matrix that and what they got going on and their stresses and everything. But see, that is important to learn. That is important to know what Freemasonry is because of that right there. That stuff right there is really deadly, man. Okay. I'm telling you, man. Hey, hey, you know what? I'm telling you. Got some folks watching me right now. I know good and well what's going on. You see what I mean? See, this is the reason why I bring up that stuff, man. Okay. We ain't messing with that stuff, man. Hey, this stuff is, see, this is what I said, man. This gang stalking and all this wickedness that goes on, man. People lose their lives over this stuff, man. Hey, you cannot mess with that. People lose their lives over this stuff. So this is why we just gotta go with, rock with Heavenly Father and follow the 10 Commandments and His law. We rebuke that stuff in the name of Yeshua, okay? That's not gonna fly, dude. That gets rebuked, man. Okay, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. None of this stuff, man. That stuff is you gotta rebuke that. You gotta rebuke it, man. You have to be staying in prayer. Oh man, you know that stuff is a bunch of garbage. Okay, and I just wanted to, come on and do another vlog, man. I mean, dude, at this point, we firing away, man. It's like, damn, man, ain't got no roof. Well, I was gonna say I ain't got no roof on me. I got, let me clarify. Past couple of times, had situations where, a day or two, or with no roof overhead, or spend a night with no roof over your head, man. You know, you really realize a lot of things, man, and you go through and you see a lot of people see when somebody ain't got a roof over their head and they run around like that. See, they be ready to abandon Heavenly Father. See, we ain't doing that here, man. Okay, we ain't doing that here, no matter what, man. And see, even as we speak right now, constantly, Lucifer's running around. See, the devil prowls around like a roaring lion. Okay, psychological. See, this is why we gotta stay rooted in prayer. Okay, you know, if you got to use the damn phone, I'm t- dude. One of the lessons that I have had to learn, man. See these smartphones, man. Use the fucking phone for what you need it for, emergencies, or if you got a call, you know. Then there we go. And it's so many times people ain't got these damn phones walking around all over the place, all enveloped and watching stuff. And I get it, man, but see, people not realizing don't make themselves aware of divination. They don't make themselves aware of the occult and what goes on with the technology, how technology gets intertwined with the occult and witchcraft. The Bible doesn't explicitly say that the technology is enveloped with witchcraft, right? But the Bible does talk about witchcraft. Witchcraft may look different in different ages. Okay, maybe in Helena Blavatsky's day or Aleister Crowley's day, didn't look like no damn smartphone. Nowadays it does. Probably wondering how. Well, the cameras, man. Okay? The all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye of Lucifer, man. Lucifer's watching. That's the fact of the matter, bro. So, through your camera on your phone and stuff like that, and you gonna call me paranoid or whatever, that's fine. But gotta be aware of that, man. And see, you wonder why everybody's walking around aggressive and pissed off and depressed. These things are emitting stuff, man. Do research on this stuff in the 5G towers and all this stuff, man. This stuff, people are affected by stuff that you don't see. Okay? And you want me to be honest with you? I feel so much better with this damn thing turned off and only used when I fucking need to use it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, you gotta put up with certain stuff. Obviously, if you gotta use your phone, you gotta call, you gotta do, see, man. I'm happy for people that don't gotta deal with that shit on a daily basis. Some people gotta work with the phone. And sometimes you can't get around that. This is why we gotta have methods to. This is why I said to bring up the Bible on your phone, rebuke that stuff, cover the damn eyes, all-seeing eye. Okay, cover the eye. You cover the eye. It helps you out a little bit. You bring up the Bible. You rebuke the devil. James 4:7. Okay. Don't leave no room for opportunities. I get it, man. Some people sometimes you gotta use the damn smartphone. You gotta have a phone, if you call let's say you need to call somebody, man. I mean, like, see, this is what Lucifer has done. See that they intertwine is something that's really important, man. You can't get so caught up in it though. Keep in the mindset if you do have it on, or if you do have it on at all, pull the Bible up immediately and start, rocking, man. See, you got to rebuke that. Don't be looking at nothing else or whatever, because you can easily be spied on with that stuff. You got to be careful. Okay. But let me get back to what I was saying. You don't want to know something is that it's kind of interesting. You feel so much better Because I can tell as I had this phone on, a lot of times people don't even turn their phones off. They just keep it on. And then you keep it on and with you, you just feel, I don't know, man, that's just me, man. I feel like shit. It's like, damn, what is, I don't know, man. It's just something is not right. And then I turn that shit off and it's like, damn, it feels a lot more fresher, man. That's all, man. And it's just, I know it's hilarious, man. You guys may not understand or whatever, but that's all right. But I urge you to just try it, man. See, it's hard to get away from them damn phones. They didn't. Oh man, there's so many distractions on these phones. You play the games, motherfuckers over here got Call of Duty playing the games on the. You know what is up with this mobile? Dude, that mobile gaming sucks, bro. I'd rather just stick with the damn PS, PlayStation, or play games on the computer, man. I never really did get into mobile gaming. I don't like that gotcha shit. I'm tired of that stuff, man. I miss the days back in the PS2 where you can actually they give you reason to play the game and you can unlock stuff within the game. You buy a game, you get a full experience right there, and you can unlock stuff. Nowadays, it's all about you just bust out your wallet and you pay a bunch of money. Oh man, don't even get me started when I go. Oh man, don't even get me started in Star Trek Online, man. Don't get me started with that Muds Market. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, man. Dude, okay, guys. Real quick, let's get into it, man. So Star Trek Online, gotta get into it. I know if you guys haven't played it, it's one of them. It's an MMO, free to play MMO. They got a store, you can buy ships and stuff like that. But see, hold on a second. There's two different stores. So this is the thing, man. See, so this is what blew my mind. My mind was blown into another universe, man. Okay, dude. Why is there two shops? Why the fuck is the why does there need to be two? It's specifically two shops. There's the regular shop, and then there's the Muds Market. And I went to the Muds Market, and I was about to have a heart attack, dude. I seen they want 500. Oh man, dude. I'm telling you, man, this shit is ridiculous, dude. People be fucking dropping $2,000 and shit, and they have the best ships and just murdering everybody in the field. I'm like, yo, I remember going there one time. This dude got this big ass ship just blowing him everything. I can't even play the game. I'm like, what the, dude? You can't even enjoy the game. The guys spend like over $5,000 into their accounts and shit, and they got the maximum ships. And then you go to try to, enjoy the game and fight some enemies with your ship, and then you're dwarfed by some big ass ship that one shots everything, and you can't even enjoy the game because the fucking ship is covering half of your screen, and you can't even see your ship. So it's like, oh my lord, man. And that's only one example. The mobile is even worse, man. I don't. And they tried to pull that Diablo Immortal shit. Don't you guys have phones? Well, yeah, I got a phone. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I want to fucking play Diablo Immortal on it. I don't. As a matter of fact, keep that shit turned off, and I just play some Hot Wheels Micro Racers on my fucking computer. Okay, and then be satisfied with that. Old school games. Okay, because that's where it's at. Okay. Um. But I love coming on here and just doing these vlogs. I know originally I was gonna start sharing some scriptures, man, but I had to turn that phone off, man, because I can't. I gotta be, we gotta be vigilant with that, man. And you probably laughing when you guys hear me talk about that, man. But you cannot sleep on the devil's devices, man. Take heed, man, and pay attention to how you are feeling. You know, pay attention to how you are feeling, and specifically in these days. Oh man, wow! I tell you, man. Just had to share that little Star Trek Online experience with the gotcha, man. And we need to start being thinking about spending money on things that are going to benefit us in a long term. You know what I mean? Like when we buy something in a video game or like a DLC or something, yeah, we have it, but does that really benefit our lives? Like, versus like something as valuable as like a warm coat or something during the winter time, or you know what I mean? Or something that's important like a healthy supplement for your body that you take over the course of 90 days or something, or something like that, man. We gotta be in the mindset of spending money on the things that, how is it going to benefit us in the long run? And spirit will help us with that, you know. Because I was talking with this is the reason why I brought up the Star Trek Online. Because when we rocking with games, it doesn't mean we forget about God. You know what I mean? See, we always keep God first in everything. You know. But see, you know, this is the thing. A lot of people get the misconception that you can't have fun and can't like experience things and be with Heavenly Father. You can absolutely do so. It's just that a lot of the when you realize a lot of these video games, especially nowadays, they're not. It's brainwashing, man. It's not even enjoyable with some of these games, you know. I'm not saying that all of them. Like I had a really good time. You know, I always had a really good time with the Resident Evil 4 remake. Okay, 100%. You know, I actually that's one of the better remakes that I've actually played, and I actually enjoyed it. You know, but I still like the original. And I probably put the original still over that one, but it's still a really, interesting remake, and I enjoyed it. I love the Resident Evil series. As a matter of fact, I they strayed away from what made Resident Evil good, and see a lot of times, if you notice back in the day, video games were hard and everything else. They didn't hold your hand and stuff, and it actually it actually can help you like with puzzles and stuff like that and all that, when that shit is hard and you don't know where to go, it actually builds up and makes you use your brain, and you get smarter, you see nowadays everything is fucking, your hand is held. I remember, see man, I remember back in the day you actually get mad at games, because you get involved in it because it's hard. That you don't know what this back in the old school games, man, there'd be so many times you get stuck. You got to figure out where to go. You don't, but see, nowadays it's just all simple and brain dead. Pull out the wallet. Oh, you want that? There you go. You got your pacifier. Just spend $100. You know, spend $100. There you go. And you got the golden pacifier now. You see what I mean? Or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, come on, man. But guys, this is gonna be the end of this video. I know it's kind of, we love talking about this stuff because it's getting people to wake the fuck, dude, wake up, man. Like all of this stuff going on, and what's going on in the world, man. I'm telling you, man. Don't mean you can't enjoy video games or have fun, right? As a matter of fact, that's what we do on Sabbath. You know, see, this is what people don't understand, and this is why everybody didn't fall away from what the Sabbath is. It's like, man, you know. I mean, and it's just honoring God's commandments, man. It's putting God first in all what we do, and you start understanding this stuff, man. Honestly, if you want to play some video games, I recommend going old school, and that's it. You know, the old school games where you actually got to work and think, and it's interesting. You know, there's a whole, you know, whole list out there, man. Honestly, where I'm gonna stop it at though is the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube era. That's it. Anything after that, I'd argue maybe a little bit of the PS3 and stuff, but anything after that, that's when stuff started. See? Yep, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. It's the same thing with Dragon Ball Z and Battle of Gods. You see, and we're gonna get into that too. But see, the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube eras, that's where I'm gonna cut it off. And then the next generation, that's when things started to kind of veer in a not so good direction, man. You know, and I'm not saying this all the games in that era is bad, but I'm saying that's where you start seeing some big problems. I'm not saying that there's any problems in the Xbox era too, but as a matter of fact, that era, that's where well, that's some well, no, mind. Well, thank you, Spirit, for bringing that to my attention too, because in that era, Xbox and Microsoft was one of the first ones early. If you guys remember, even the original Xbox had Xbox Live, and they had DLC even on the original Xbox. Mech Assault, there was a DLC. So that right there started a very small, little negative seeds of that DLC shit. And then see when they started accessing, you started having to be able to connect to the internet, PS3 and Xbox, and you get all the store and stuff. See, and then from there on out, now we got PS5, and now you know what I'm saying. So it's just keeping that in mind. But that era, I guarantee if you play a game from the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox era, it's gonna be It's gonna be interesting, man. Because me personally, that's I started. That's what I enjoy. The older games. Um, That's pretty interesting. It's like a opposite. You would think that as technology got better, the games would get better and it'd be more fun. But see now it's like with VR and stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, you have a damn headset on and you can't see anybody else around you. Versus the Wii, it's like everybody was engaged, and yeah, the Wii has a gimmick too. But at least you see people and you're engaged with others and you're moving around and stuff like that. I thought the Wii would, now I look back on it, the Wii was pretty cool. I actually like the Wii. There's some pretty cool games on there. Um, and a lot of people don't like it because of the gimmick, with the waving the hand and shit. I get it. It gets pretty tiring using the Kamehameha motion and shit. Sometimes you just want to use the controller, but 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 alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you, Gabriel, again, for coming through. Um, I really appreciate it, man. And you guys take care. I hope you guys have a heavenly, divinely blessed day. Dropping some videos here. Really appreciate doing these vlogs. And we're gonna be, I actually like this doing it on this computer, man. Because it just feels so much better. Um, Feels a lot better. And it gives you room to, you know, it lets us, be creative, and I don't know, it's just a lot better. Again, because a computer is, see, man, I did that on my video. See, a computer is different than the damn smartphone, man. It's different, you know. It's almost like this smartphone is engineered and geared, and there's technology in there specifically, and stuff that the average person isn't aware of. That on the surface level, it may look like the same. That's why I call it portable telephone computer. You know, But see, there's still stuff on there that is different than a regular computer, you know, that I really, so I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate Heavenly Father for coming through and just still allowing me to do this, man. We grinding over here, man, because we got a roof over our head. It's freezing cold out there right now. It's a really bad storm. Blessed to be able to even do this, man, in a warm house or whatever. So, um, you guys take care, man. This is True Seeker, signing out of True Seeker Nation. You guys take care. Bye bye.